All right, everybody. Good job on the references and the article critique. Um, I think there's just a couple things for me to mention, and that is first, even if you're working with a partner, you still need to upload the references and article critique to your own inbox, even if it's the same as your partner's, which it would be. I just need something in the inbox, in your personal inbox, so I can give you full credit. That's all. So please upload your copy so I can give you full credit. Um, I did give you very specific feedback on both references and article critiques. Um, if you got a five, which is full credit, you don't have to make any changes. They're probably just recommendations for your lit review or your model or the final paper in general. Um, I would say, uh, yeah, I think that's it. Um, if you do need help with the lit review, please let me know. I can make an appointment and explain things or help you with anything you need because the lit review is due. This is the end of week 8, beginning of week 9, and the lit review is due Monday, week 10. Anytime Monday. I don't care what time, but anytime Monday, week 10. So, and that would be March 24th. So you've got 2 weeks. Hopefully you've been working on it, but 2 weeks to complete the lit review. And I want to share my screen here. So this is just the syllabus. The last week was spring break. We're just starting week 9. You should have gotten all the feedback from everything you turned in. If if I didn't give you a grade, something was missing. So just turn it in and I'll give you full credit. That's the goal. So week 10 is when the lit review rough draft is due. So what I want to do is kind of just go over the outline and show you. So if we look at final paper outline, uh, what you're going to turn in exactly is the title page, an abstract, and it tells you, what these things are. What's the problem? What's the population? What's the issue? Any statistics supporting those, the significance of the problem. And I have a video on each one of these things in one of my lectures throughout the first half of the semester. So you can watch the videos that I uploaded. I talked about each one of these things. Uh, the stats of the problem, quantitative, qualitative, both, and the lit review, the intro paragraph, the history of the issue, and specifically the research questions. And I went over each one of these questions in a lecture as well. And yeah, so this is what you're going to turn in for the lit review. Everything up to the lit review. So title page, abstract, problem with population, issues, significance of the problem, the stats on it, and the lit review answering all of these questions using at least 12 references. And then at the end, you're going to have your reference page. Okay. So I know this is a lot of work, and in the syllabus, and let me go back to that. Well, before we go to the syllabus, remember we do have an example here of a previous student's lit review. It's her whole final paper. So you can see what each section looks like, kind of the way she wrote it, the language she used, how she incorporated different references. And Then, if we go back to the syllabus, there is a discussion on the requirements for the lit review, and we're just going to look at those real quick. We already went over these, but okay, let's see. It's a long syllabus. Okay, so it's under lit review, rubric, and instructions. I have gotten some questions. So, the lit review, at least 12 peer-reviewed journal articles, they have to be cited and used in the lit review. Uh, don't worry too much about the years. As long as they're good references, I don't care. They don't have to be 5 to 7 years. Um, and but it should include research studies, what's and especially on interventions. That's really important because you're going to include those interventions, those theories, um, in your model, which follows the lit review. And so it's about 8 to 10 pages. So if you think about that, uh, title page and references and abstract, each are counted as a page. So if you count those, it's got to be 10 pages. So title page, abstract, references. That means your actual content, what you've written, is only 7 pages. So if you're counting title page, abstract, and references, it's 10 pages, just to answer your question. If you're not counting them, it should be 7 or 8 pages. But total length, including title page, abstract, content, references, 10 pages. Okay? It can be longer than that, no problem. All right. You can look at the rubric yourself. Um, Make sure you use APA style. Make sure, that's up to date for everything. And yeah, I will be happy to make an appointment to help you with anything you need help with. If you have questions, I'm available. So let me know. I'm happy to work with you on all this. And I hope you're finding it interesting. I know it's a little more difficult doing this asynchronous because, it's harder to talk with me about it. So, but that's okay. I think everybody's doing a good job so far. And, I think most people are up to date now on watching the lectures. Make sure you watched all my lectures and accessed all my material on D2L so you can get that D2L participation score up to about 70%. Okay, I think that's it. And start working now on getting those lit reviews done. It's not something you can wait until the last minute to do. And if you have any questions, email me. We're also going to have our class every Wednesday at 4 o'clock. If you want to ask me in person or you can drop in my office hours, whatever works for you. All right. Thanks a lot. Hope it's going well.